How does this happen in transition? How? Kawhi Leonard, you're guarding no one. So I want to come over to Valanciunas and push Zubac over to McCollum. That's how it's got to work. Can't stand and guard no one. You got to communicate. Zubac is getting back to the middle of nowhere. It'd be nice if Bones Highland sprinted back, but where's Zubac getting back to? Up the line. I'm ready to guard Valanciunas and I'm in help. Why are you not up the line here helping? What? The same thing in transition. You must sprint back. Zubac is going to jog. Look at the jogging right here. If I'm sprinting the whole time, where am I? I'm at the top of the key and in help, but you jogged, so you're not in help. And here we go. Why is Kawhi Leonard not up at the top of the key with his feet set in a defensive stance, ready to guard Trey Murphy? Where's Kawhi Leonard going here? So you're getting screened because you were drifting into at the free throw line. Now, here, Norman Powell's got to stay with Alvarado. PJ Tucker would be in help. You can't just leave Alvarado. You got help. Why is Amir Coffey not staying with Trey Murphy here? You're guarding Trey Murphy. What is the problem? What are you doing? Why are you not sprinting over to guard Trey Murphy? Shot goes up. PJ Tucker is going to end up complaining because he thought he was wide open and should have gotten a pass. Look at this. When this shot gets missed, get back. Look at you complaining, wishing he got the ball. Well, now the Pelicans, Zion Williamson's ahead of you now. Why is Zubac in transition not guarding the ball? Take the ball here. Norman Powell's going to end up taking Najee Martin. You're taking the ball in transition. It's how it works. It's like outer space stuff. Clippers are icing this screen. That means Zubac needs to be getting up, keeping Ingram to the sideline and out of the lane. And the backside help would come from Amir Coffey. Why is Bones Highland in the paint? So that's not icing a screen, letting Brandon Ingram come in the lane, and Bones Highland's in the paint for no reason. The Clippers do not understand. You cannot guard Zion. You don't respect the shot. I've got to get up. I cannot play off. Zubac right here, and then Bones Highland rotate down and get in the gaps. But it doesn't, look at how far off Zubac, you're not even, he's in the paint before you do anything. Why is Kawhi Leonard coming to double here? What are you doing? Find somebody to guard. Look at Kawhi. What are you doing just aimlessly doubling and guarding no one? So now McCollum. PJ Tucker, the shot goes up. You got to go find Zion Williamson. You got to use the lower half of your body. You got to try and use your butt here to move him out of the paint. If you think standing straight, you're not moving. He's moving you. It's an easy offensive rebound. Right back. You have to do something about the down screen. Well, I would switch it. You can't do nothing. So now this ball screen, Valanciunas doesn't even have to set it. He can just slip it, go right to the rim right here. So now Paul George is late getting over because he was screened. And PJ Tucker is playing off Zion, which is a problem. But if you're Zubac, you got to get underneath Valanciunas in battle. You're going to have to. Paul George is coming over to help. The problem is Zubac, look at this. You were fronting Valanciunas here. So you're not going to be ready to switch. Like, I got to be ready to guard Zion immediately. You're not. Same thing. You play 5 steps off Zion. You cannot do this. You've got to get up and guard. Paul George can double if you want. I don't know why Bones Highland's in the paint. Paul George can double. Kawhi Leonard can rotate. Bones Highland then can rotate up to the wing. You'd leave McCollum in the corner, but once the dribble's picked up, PJ Tucker would rotate to the corner. Paul George would come down to Valanciunas. But this is not, this is not defense. You're just letting Zion walk in the paint before you guard him. Why would my ball screen defense be to give up a wide open 3? Could Ivica Zubac please get up? Get up all the way. 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 You're going to hedge the sidelines right here. Paul George's and backside help will be there for half a second. Ingram's going to have to pick his dribble up. You can then come back to Valanciunas and bump Paul George back. This isn't defense. Why am I watching this? Again, just ignore screens. This is a down screen. Why can't we switch it? It's Norman Powell and Terrence Mann. You're not doing anything. How are you going to get underneath this handoff now? If I'm switching, I'm ready to guard. I can jam the screener and go under. But Terrence Mann was just screened. He's 3 steps on McCollum before the handoff even happens. Here it is again. How is this in the game plan? You have to get up and guard Zion. Up and guard Zion. Amir Coffey's right there and help. But again, Plumlee's playing 5 steps off. So Zion's in the paint before you even guard him. How does this happen with 3.5 seconds left in the quarter? Kawhi Leonard, Terrence Mann, get back. Get to half court. You're not going to let the Pelicans roll the ball, but I got to be in help here. Like, look at this. No one's able to guard Zion here. Well, Norman Powell is, but let's take a look at Norman Powell here. Why is he not getting this dribble? Stay there. Get this dribble picked up. Where are you? Why is his dribble still alive? I don't understand how no adjustments were made. Why is Zubac still playing 10 steps off of Zion? Get up and guard. You've got help, but the help's got to come outside the paint. Look at this. You're not guarding it. You have to communicate in transition right now. So Zubac's taking Larry Nance. Say it. Communicate it. Norman Powell, you want to take Najee Marshall, Trey Murphy. Get over there and communicate it. Terrence Mann. So Terrence Mann knows to take Alvarado or Zion. There's no communicating. Norman Powell standing in the middle of nowhere. You have 3 Clippers players guarding 2. Open. Paul George is playing the gaps. Okay, fine. At the top of the key. Feet set, defensive stance so I can recover. Look at Paul George. You're drifting towards the ball on the kickout. Don't need to switch this flare screen. Amir Coffey can call out flare, 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 and PJ Tucker can sprint up and over the top. If you are switching, PJ Tucker's got to immediately be underneath the screener now, ready to guard now. You're switching over the top of the screener if you're PJ Tucker. You're not ready to guard. Brandon Ingram can easily grab this and turn the corner. One more time. This is borderline unbelievable. Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, please rotate down. And Zubac, you can't give Zion space. Get up and guard. Get up and there should be help. But look at how far off you're playing. He's getting in the... How does this happen? Clippers clearly don't know how to guard away from the ball. Zubac, my back stays to the sideline right here, okay? My feet are set. I'm in the gaps. I'm seeing both, all right? If McCollum comes this way, I can stunt, I can recover. My feet are set the whole time. Look at Zubac's feet. Your back is to the ball. You're not ready to get out. You're tiptoeing. I just don't have the energy to yell about this anymore. You've got to get up and guard Zion. If Kawhi Leonard's helps at the top of the key, he can help and recover. But because you're playing off, now Kawhi Leonard's got to go to the paint. So Norman Powell's going to have to rotate here. Norman Powell would rotate to Herb Jones. Paul George got to stay attached to Larry Nance because he'd have to come to Brandon Ingram in the corner, and this is where Kawhi Leonard would end up, on Larry Nance. But no one's moving.